Hey guys, this is Ainsley with Zoom Performance. We're sneaking up on race season, and I thought now would be a good time to go through what are things you can put in your race bag. So with me I have my race bag. If I still went to the races, this would be how I pack it up. In the old days, this is how I packed it up. So these are elements that I think, of course, are key to have at the race. So of course, cycling shoes, can't forget those. So set those off to the side. Cycling socks, okay, maybe some like moisture management socks. I also have my heavy shoe covers, all right? I always bring a set of heavy shoe covers because this is Colorado. The weather can be pretty variable. We don't know what could happen. In here I also have my Umbro, for the legs, the chest, sometimes the face, or even the toes if it's really cold. This stuff has a lot of different usages. And this is Born Protect Extra. I like it because it's wind and waterproof. So if it's here it can snow, or if it's rainy, the water will just beat up on the legs and shed right off. What else do we have? We have, of course, a helmet. Can't forget your helmet. Glasses. I usually bring two sets of lenses, a light and a dark lens. And in this pocket I also have my long finger gloves, light set of long finger gloves. Don't forget, while I'm thinking about it, your safety pins and your race license. Always put those in. I put mine on an inside pocket in my bag. I always have them with me. So I'll bring my Craft undershirt as a core, something to keep the core warm. I have knee warmers. I have leg warmers. Let's see, I have a heavy base layer, so a long sleeve base layer in case it's kind of chilly. We'll put that with the short sleeve base layer. Heart rate strap. I like to race with the heart rate strap because it gives me an idea of whether or not my training is working for me. And then also, say you get in the breakaway, which didn't happen to me too often, but every now and again, it keeps me from spending too much effort. You want to keep a little gas in the tank. Little podium visor, just in case you make the podium, or maybe for before or after the race. Let's see, what else do I have in here? In here I have, of course, cycling shorts. All right, gotta have your shorts. Cycling jersey. Fold that up, make it look nice. I would have also a long sleeve jersey. Okay, so just in case the temperatures aren't so hot, long sleeve jersey. And by hot I mean not nice. I would have my thermal vest. So thermal for before or after, or depending on the conditions. Again, this is Colorado, and in the spring the weather can be pretty variable. I've got my arm warmers. So arm warmers, you always want to be prepared for the conditions. So I always would try to pack for whatever the conditions might be. All right. Short finger gloves. I got my long finger gloves. I got my short finger gloves. I don't always wear gloves to race. Depends on the type of event. In Colorado, we have a few dirt road races, so gloves always will sort of be in your best interest. Little hand towel that I can wipe off with after the race. Or say like you put Umbro on your legs or your feet or whatever, then you can take the Umbro off before you get started so your hands aren't too slippery. I have a knit beanie for before or after the race. It's real thin. It could go under my helmet too, I suppose. Light shoe covers. So I have heavy shoe covers and light shoe covers. And then I'll have a cycling cap with a small bill. And again, this would be to go under your helmet, again, just depending on what the conditions are. And then I have things like sport beans, a power bar, gels, things like that. So this is a pretty comprehensive idea of how you could pack your race bag. And of course it can change. Here in Colorado I might bring heavy tights and a heavy jacket to go with it, or heavy gloves. But in general, all of this fits nicely into my race bag. It's not 1,000 pounds. And then In here are some pockets, like I can put my water bottles in here. I always will take 2 bottles on the bike, put a spare bottle in here, and then I'll sip on something while I'm driving to the race. But pack your race bag the night before, because in the morning maybe you have some nerves, maybe you have an early start. But what we want to do is make sure that you can arrive to the race with as little stress as possible, knowing that all of the things that you need will be in your race bag. So that pretty well covers anything, or I'm sorry, everything. If you guys have any questions, feel free to give me a shout. Ainsley at GetZoomPerformance, or you can check me out on Twitter, Zoom_coach_ace.